So, in this video, we are gonna rank every single mythical pantheon. And I made a similar video before, but 2 new beastly pantheons have gotten added to the game since then, taking the total number of pantheons to 8. So without wasting any more time, at bottom, we got the Greek pantheon. And despite having the most amount of individual monsters, this pantheon falls flat because neither their attacks, nor their special powers can compete with the newly added monsters. And just for reference, the total base damage of Greek mythicals is 8,400. And on average, it becomes 840 with only unevolved monsters, 1,470 with evolved ones, and 980 if we include all 6 as separate. So moving on to number 7 now, and we got Dragon Knight mythicals. And sole reason for this is their dependence on a single monster to look like a cool pantheon, acceptable as whole, and Tyrvoid's special. This pantheon got nothing in its back. And adding insult to the injury, Tyrvoid's special power isn't even original, but it still could not outdo its predecessor Gyraia. And for their base damage, the total goes to 7,700. And the average base damage is 1925. Jumping to number 6 now, and we got the Ocean Mythicals. And these monsters are the mythicals of necessity. Shit by power but very important to beat the Summoner's Island. Siren in here got a really unique attack, which if used properly can change the tide of the battles. But other 2 are only good in Summoner's Island. And the total base damage of this pantheon is 10,416, with average 3,472. Their rank might change with addition of a 4th mythical. And in similar situation, we have Cosmic Mythicals at number 5. And the 2 problems this pantheon have are lack of monsters and over-dependence on King in yellow. Rest 2 contribute nothing, and King is here only because of his special, which allows him to turn any monster into a cosmic one. So even the strongest of monsters can become his puppets if used right. While for the other 2, then one is an average anime MILF. And other is what average anime MILF loves the most. And the combined base damage of these monsters goes to 3,360. And average damage is 1,120. Coming to number 4 now, and we got the latest edition of Summoner Mythicals. And these monsters are the baseline of being good. They could have been much higher if they had elemental power, but since only Genbu has it, this pantheon falls a little short. But it's still a very solid pantheon with highest base damage as of now. The total base damage of this pantheon is 20,160, and average base damage is 5,040. Next up on the list, we have Egyptian pantheon. And out of all the gods, these ones are the most utility-based, where Horus, Ra and Anubis are here solely for their special, except for Bastet. Her attack and special both are bad. Moreover, the total base damage of these monsters is only 2,100, and their average damage is 525. Now to number 2. Then this slot is occupied by fairly new pantheon, being the Norse gods. Thor and Loki both carry this pantheon to this slot, while Odin isn't that an either. Moreover, Odin and Thor have lightning element, making them a little more useful, while Loki's clone and poison is just otherworldly, bifrosting them to second spot. Here the total base damage is 14,280, and average base damage is 4,760. And it's very obvious at this point that when Hela gets added to the game, Norse gods will surpass Japanese to take top spot, unless some other crazy gods come before them. And now coming to the best pantheon, and that rank is still being held by Japanese gods, Amaterasu and Gyraia. Despite not having the highest attack stat hold crazy powers and global special, while Susanoo is a big utility monster with resummoning rock power, and Hanzo is Hanzo. Her cuteness is 80% reason why this pantheon is so strong. Then the total base damage of these gods is 7,056 and 1,764 in average. But on Wednesdays, it's 9,156 in total and 2,289 on average. And with that said, the list comes to an end. I hope you liked this video. Let me know if you disagree on anything. Thanks for watching. Just keep grinning and Aura is my